created this family involving 3 people. I created a family involving 3 people. First person, diabetic patient. You know about the sine inverse. It will only take input values of what sine was taking. What will sine take as inputs? I mean, sine give us the outputs. Sine gives us only
minus 1 to 1.
Yeah. So your x value as such -1 to +1, if I take, then your x square will be taking values only from
0 to 1.
Yes, absolutely. Only from 0 to 1. Very good. But now, okay, we are done with this guy. So we understood like you can take inputs from -1 to +1. X square will be changing itself to 0 to 1. Is 0 to 1 acceptable for this diabetic patient? Yes.
Yes.
He accepts that inputs. Now let's come to this patient who has a phobia. This is a square root patient who has a phobia seeing negative numbers. Okay, he doesn't work well with it. So x plus 1 has to be positive for us. So that means x should be greater than -1.
Can't
Right?
it be equal to oh, no, it can't, sorry. Because it's
equal to -1, then denominator becomes 0. You cannot divide by 0. That's a problem. Okay. So that's gone. So that means you cannot include 0 as such because, I mean, okay. So x should be greater than -1. You got a bounding. Now we got to a person who is very selective in eating. He has a lot of no on his list and says only yes for certain things. That person is factorial. You know about factorials. Factorials are defined for what?
Positive numbers.
Positive numbers.
whole
Only for
numbers.
whole numbers. Whole numbers. Okay. You got to say like when will 7x plus 1 become whole numbers? Okay.
It's greater than or equal
whole
to 0.
numbers start from 0, right? So if I put 0, 7x plus 1 being 0, that means you will get x equal to -1 by 7. So your mother checks whether -1 by 7 can be given to all these 3 patients. Okay. X being -1 by 7 is acceptable by this patient, right? This diabetic patient. -1 by 7 falls between -1 to +1, right?
Yes.
So this patient agrees. Okay, yes, I'm okay with that food. So x is greater than -1, meaning -1 by 7 is definitely greater than -1. So this phobia patient is also accepting that food. And of course, this selective patient only ordered this food. So x equal to -1 by 7 is a very much acceptable food that your mother can cook. So always when many people are there in your family, go with the person who is being more selective, meaning discrete. Because sine inverse graph, at least it's continuous graph, at least in a certain domain. The square root graph is also being a continuous graph in a certain domain. But this person will give you only answers for selective things. So that's why he plays a major role. What is the next whole number? It's 1. So that means 7x is 0. That means x equal to 0. Is x equal to 0 acceptable by these phobia patient and diabetic patient?
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that is correct. So mother can cook this also. Next 7x plus 1 being 2. That means 7x will be 1. X equal to 1 by 7 accepted? Yes, it is also accepted.
Yes, sir.
So this goes on. So next, when you put 7x plus 1 equal to 3, you'll get x equal to 2 by 7. Yes, accepted. Next will come x equal to 3 by 7, accepted. X equal to 4 by 7 will come. X equal to 5 by 7. X equal to 6 by 7. X equal to 7 by 7. But the time you reach x equal to 8 by 7 and so on, what will happen?
The sine inverse function.
Sine inverse
Patient
function.
sine inverse will have to be hospitalized. It doesn't work well with those. So from that we understand only till 7 by 7 is an acceptable thing for you. So they'll ask you find the number of elements in the domain of this function. So what's the answer?
8.
Really, Jeevish, after doing all this work, if you're not counting properly?
9.
9 elements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Am I missing the 9th element?
To the side, 6 by 7.
Yes, correct. The 9th element is right here. So you found it.